Imagine spending decades bringing joy to millions of people, making them laugh, cry, and feel every emotion imaginable, and then facing a life full of struggles when the spotlight fades. This is the story of Anthony Geary, a man whose life at 78 is more heartbreaking than anyone could imagine. Anthony Geary is best known for one thing: his legendary role as Luke Spencer on General Hospital. For decades, he was not just an actor, he was a symbol of storytelling, a character that fans loved deeply. But behind the fame and the smiles, his life tells a story filled with pain, loss, and challenges that very few know about. Anthony was born in 1947 in Colville, Utah. He had a humble start. As a child, he faced difficulties at home. His parents separated, and his early life was anything but easy. Yet, he found solace in acting. By the time he was in college, he knew that he wanted to bring stories to life on screen. In the 1970s, Anthony landed what would become the role of a lifetime. Luke Spencer was a character that would define his career. Fans of General Hospital adored him, and he became one of the most famous soap opera actors in the world. He even won multiple Daytime Emmy Awards for his performance. On screen, he was charismatic, charming, and unforgettable. But the fame came with a price. Anthony struggled with loneliness. Despite his success, he often felt isolated. Fame gave him recognition, but it did not protect him from personal struggles. Over the years, he went through relationships that did not last. Friends came and went, and he sometimes felt the heavy burden of being in the public eye. Anthony's health also became a concern as he aged. At 78, he has faced physical challenges that make even simple daily tasks harder. The man who once had boundless energy on set now deals with the realities of aging, pain, fatigue, and the limitations that come with growing older. It is a stark contrast to the vibrant, energetic character he played for so many years. What makes his story even more tragic is how the world moves on. Fans may still remember Luke Spencer, but Anthony Geary himself sometimes feels forgotten. The bright lights that once surrounded him have dimmed. Social media is full of younger stars and viral moments, and while his legacy lives on, the man behind the character faces a quieter, lonelier reality. Anthony's personal life also faced heartbreak. He experienced failed relationships, losses, and moments of deep sadness. It is hard to imagine that the same man who brought so much happiness to others had to endure so much pain privately. He reminds us that fame and talent do not shield anyone from life's hardships. Yet, even in the face of these challenges, Anthony never stopped working on his craft. He continued to act, take on smaller roles, and participate in projects that interested him. His dedication to acting was not about fame or money, it was about passion. He wanted to tell stories, and that is a part of him that has never faded. Despite everything, Anthony Geary's story teaches us something important. Life can be cruel, even to those who seem to have it all. Success does not guarantee happiness, and recognition does not replace companionship. His journey shows the human side of fame, the side that rarely makes headlines. It reminds us to look beyond the glitz and glamour and to remember that every person has struggles, no matter how perfect they seem on the surface. Some may think of him only as Luke Spencer, the charismatic soap opera hero. But Anthony Geary is more than a character. He is a man who has faced life's highs and lows, who has loved and lost, and who continues to live despite the pain. His story is both inspiring and heartbreaking, a reminder that even the strongest among us are not immune to life's difficulties. In the end, the tragedy of Anthony Geary is not about failure. It is about the harsh reality that life does not always reward those who give the most of themselves to others. He gave millions of viewers joy and unforgettable moments, yet he has faced struggles that many of us cannot imagine. His life is a story of dedication, talent, and the bittersweet truth of human existence. Anthony Geary at 78 is more than a legend on television. He is a reminder of life's fragility, the cost of fame, and the quiet battles that many people fight behind closed doors. While the world may remember Luke Spencer, the real tragedy is knowing the depth of the man who played him, and the hardships he endured in a life that was far from easy. Anthony Geary's story is a mix of glory and sorrow, of triumph and heartbreak. It is a story that makes us appreciate the people behind the characters, the lives behind the performances, and the reality that even the brightest stars can face dark nights. His life is a lesson, a warning, and a tribute all at once, a tale of a man whose heart and talent touched millions, even as his own life carried unimaginable weight.